there, it's Beta Squared. This is post-commentary for the Legend of Zelda Master Quest, because this quest is the Biggoron's sword quest. Now we start with talking to this little lovely lady in Kakariko Village. She will give us a cuckoo egg, which will prompt the beginning of the quest. Surprisingly, and this is very surprisingly to me, in fact, you don't need to buy the broken knife from one of the Biggorons. So once we get the egg, we promptly want to leave Kakariko Village, play what's it called again? The Sun Song. And then make sure we pass at least one day so far, and then we'll head back into Kakariko Village, go into this specific building right here, and wake up this lazy old man who happens to look like Mario. Now, I think you have to play the song at least twice in order for the egg to hatch, so if you haven't played it twice, make sure you do that. And as soon as you've woken him up, you bring the cuckoo right back to the lovely lady who gave us the egg in the first place, and she'll give us another thing that'll make sure that we actually legitimately go somewhere. She'll give us a blue cuckoo, which we have to bring to a person in the Lost Woods. Now, this isn't the tough part of the Biggoron Sword Master Quest thing. The tough part is coming quite soon. So what you want to do is, as soon as you enter the Lost Woods, you just swing a left on the first entrance, and you bring it to this guy who looks very, very pale and very, very skinny, and he'll give you another thing in order for you to give him this thing. I'm just describing everything I'm doing right now, honestly. Like, this took me half an hour, and I scrunched this down to like 8 minutes. So once we get this mushroom, we have to race back. We have 3 minutes. Make sure you go back to Kakariko Village. You go into the potion shop, and then you go through the back, because there's another potion shop hidden deeper in the back. So we give this person the mushroom. Clearly, the game doesn't like to register things when I play. Not as if I had a hard time in episode 69. Anyways, she's gonna give us another thing, which I don't think actually doesn't spoil, if I'm not mistaken. So on the bright side, like that's very, very decently good for us. And once we have this little item, we have to go all the way back to the Lost Woods, and then actually, you know, continue doing more stuff for more people. And I guess that's what you can't cure a fool. Alright, so now you have to head back to the Lost Woods, and essentially the old man who was coming down here is gone. He is gone. A little girl replaced him. I don't know why. I'm not actually sure on the lore of this game 100%. But apparently everybody who goes into the Lost Woods becomes a Stalfos. Does that mean... Well, I think it's everybody who gets lost in the Lost Woods becomes a Stalfos. So he might have become a Stalfos. Who knows? Anyways, we get this bone saw looking thing. We have to take it to Gerudo Valley. The bridge should be repaired after we save those 4 carpenter guys. And we talk to the main guy outside this tent, who I believe... I don't remember what he gives us, but he gives us something. And like, jeez, we're like 4 minutes in already. Like, come on, game, please. Anyways, what will he give me? I actually don't know. I can't give you something good in return, but take this anyways. Oh, it's a broken sword. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, now we got the broken sword, we have to bring it to the Biggoron on top of Death Mountain. The easiest way to do this is to just use the Bolgia of fire and then just walk your way up to there. But, you know, he's blinded by the volcanic ash that erupted when we were dealing with the whole fire temple bullshit back way then. So essentially what we have to do now is we have to go get him eye drops. And how are we ever gonna do that? We have to go talk to the Zora King. You know, the one and only. But because the whole place is frozen, you can't actually do the Serenade of Water and just go underneath. You have to actually legitimately walk there and then walk back forth. It's rather annoying. This whole quest point in this game is quite a bit annoying. So he's gonna give us a frog, and now we have a little bit of a time limit here. So essentially what we have to do is take this frog. I have a lot of clutch words, I realize that. We have to take this frog all the way to Lake Hylia, to a professor. I think you have about 3 minutes. It's still hard as hell, you know, dealing with all this crud in the way, but you should have enough time. Even if you don't have, like, those magic beans that cause the pads to float all over the place. Really? Anyways. But this douchebag thinks, oh, I want to eat these. Ooh, I'm gonna eat these. Oh, I'm gonna eat this. No. But essentially now what we have is we have a 4-minute time limit, if I recall correctly. But that shouldn't really be a problem, considering. But we have to essentially bring... God, I do have so many clutch words. We have to bring the eye drops all the way back to the top of Death Mountain, where the Biggoron will use them. You only have 4 minutes. It shouldn't take you forever, but the whole point is that I realized that you cannot hookshot this wall, so for the love of God, do yourself a favor, get the magic beans, and then get the thing, and do the other thing. But once you've brought him the magical eye drops, he gives you, like, is it... What's it called? A check? A deposit? I don't know. Either way, you get the thing for the Biggoron sword, and we're essentially finished the quest. But it takes 3 in-game days in order for him to actually make it for you. So what you want to do is you just play the Sun Song at least 6 to 8 times, and that'll mean enough time has passed for you to actually get the sword itself. And we're coming on on the middle, on the end of this wonderful quest that took me half an hour to do, and that is pretty much it. We give him the little claim, and he gives us the sword, and this is a super important sword because it'll help us defeat Ganondorf when he hits away our Master Sword. So if you've enjoyed, thank you for watching. I'm gonna show it off just a little bit. We don't need the wood shield anymore, we're never becoming a kid. But that's it. Here it is. Here is the magical Biggoron sword. I think it does more damage than the Master Sword, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, thank you for watching. In the next episode, I don't know, we're gonna deal with the more shenanigans, and then I'm gonna do stuff. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.